Hello and welcome everyone to this Warcraft replay. Welcome to the Crystal Kingdom. That's this map's name. I do have replays on this map, so no need to actually go for introductions here or a tour around the map. So anyway, first off, game 1. I did a horrible job with the Griffin Riders. Apparently I got it completely mixed up with Knights. Griffins only require a castle tick, meanwhile Knights require the blacksmith and the castle, as well as the barracks, which we didn't have FQQ placing down anyway, so it didn't really matter. Maybe we'll see a standard play coming in lately, or at least actually in the course of like Warcraft 3 history. Any like interesting play has either been short-lived or just completely didn't work. Like short-lived meaning the Lordo's kind of playstyle. I mean, it was very good when it first was revealed, but eventually players just adapted, kind of. They added like little bits of detail into their build to counteract that kind of playstyle. And then we have just a Dragonhawk Rush, which completely, surprisingly, did not work out for FQQ, which I was very surprised about. But anyway, game 2 of this WC3 series. Top left we have Yumiko spawning in as the pink human player in the top left. Going for the Archmage first. Pretty standard actually. He does have a sort of a wall next to this ice barrier over here. It is destructible, I believe. Yeah, it is, so maybe he's a little scared of some backdoor plays coming in from FQQ. Seeing game 1, he would probably do anything, I guess. Anyway, speaking of FQQ, we have him spawning in as the red human player on the bottom right. We don't see a hero yet for FQQ. It could potentially be a tavern hero coming out. I believe this footman is here for that purpose. It could be a Beastmaster, it could be a Dark Ranger maybe, I don't know. It could be a Panda first. I'm just taking guesses right now. It is a Panda first, so immediately telling me that he wants to, maybe he wants to, just creep out as many camps as possible, try to get that Panda as leveled up as possible, and just destroy Yumiko in the later stages of the game. One Evolution has been picked up by Yumiko from this Tuskar camp, and we do have the Goblin Laboratory camp actually being cleared out first for FQQ. He did start with the Drunken Haze ability, which I prefer is a very good ability if you go for creeping before just harassment, which is good for a Panda first anyway, because your opponent is most likely going to farm anyway, unless they're undead, which then Panda is probably not a good idea. But anyway, Rune of Watcher has been activated for FQQ. Yumiko still messing around with the just easier creep camps. He's cleared out 2 greens so far. Meanwhile, FQQ, he is going to start this Tuskar camp second, so he will be able to clear it out fairly quickly. I mean, Drunken Fire is just such an awesome combo, and yeah, not much damage dealt to FQQ's army at all, mainly because of that Drunken Haze, which is pretty good. Although the Panda seriously needs to pick up that Sentry Ward, because it is going to be vital, because vision is always vital for real-time strategy like Warcraft 3. Anyway, Yumiko is going to start with the harassment. He does see a low hit point footman for himself, so he will probably go after that. The Panda, he doesn't really have too much killing potential against the Archmage. I mean, he can't really get that many easy hits off against the Archmage. He does have Breath of Fire, sure, but that's only like a one-time thing until the cooldown's back up. And I mean, the Archmage probably did like same amount of damage through just normal attacking anyway, so yeah, it's not that good. Plus, Archmage does have boots of speed, so he does have the potential of going for a little bit of kiting. Anyway, Wand of Illusion is going to be used most likely for scouting purposes. Back at FQQ's base, we do have the Lumber Mill as well as the Keep Tech halfway done respectively, and pretty much the same thing going on for Yumiko. However, the Lumber Mill is sort of delayed. He's going for his Arcane Vault instead. But yeah, elemental will wear out, so the illusion is not going to be too problematic, I hope. It is probably going to annoy FQQ more than it will actually do anything else, but yeah, that's pretty much it. TP staff will be used most likely. Oh, actually, I thought he was going for just healing up, but he is going to start with this mammoth camp over here, protecting the gold mine. I'm pretty sure he's not going to go for this expand just yet. He did go for tech up, so it's most likely just for the experience as well as I'm pretty sure it's a consumable item that's being dropped from this camp, but maybe I have seen some aura items being dropped too. Either way, will the panda get the last hit? He is trying to time it. We'll be able to get it. Replenishment potion has been picked up, so yeah, it is going to be a consumable item. We will have a footman being taken down. I guess an acceptable loss, but the panda is not that ahead compared to the archmage. He is only level 3. Maybe the footman should go for a surround, and this will extremely increases the chances of the panda doing well. He could go for a TP himself, but he's trying to burst down the... Oh wow, he's trying to burst down the archmage himself. Will be able to successfully do it. The panda needs to be careful. Will be able to stay alive with about 36 health, and yeah, we'll be able to... He just... I mean, it's impressive that Yumiko reacted very well. Although maybe he was just expecting the Breath of Fire anyway, so maybe it's not about reaction time, it's more just timing it. Either way, Blacksmith placed down. We do have a very early castle take once again from FQQ. This... I'm not going to be fooled. I mean, Griffin's probably not going to be it. But it could be Knights. It could also be perhaps a workshop being placed down, and we have like 5 workshops producing siege tanks. Let's see how it works out. I guess it'll be quite poetic if FQQ won with a siege tank rush against Yumiko, who is known for resorting to that kind of playstyle if, you know, games don't really go his way. Either way, Mountain King second for Yumiko. I guess it's a pretty solid pick. I mean, we usually see the Mountain Kings winning against pandas anyway, so let's see how the Mountain King second can do against a panda first. Oh, Mountain King able to pick up that footman, able to go for a long distance Stormbolt on the panda himself as well. Slow is actually going to be coming into play from Yumiko, so he does have his early double sanctums. Well, not early, just normal timed. And I mean, Yumiko's base layout is really interesting. It's really spaced out. The potential of just slipping through and harassing is very high. We did have an early, I guess, TP scroll being burnt by the panda. Very nicely done for Yumiko getting that surround, but the panda pretty much went back to his doom. The Stormbolt will probably be able to set things up. The Goblin Sapper will be able to do a fair amount of damage. The panda does fall. That is going to be troublesome for FQQ because he has shown a tendency so far to be a little careless with his heroes. Panda is going to be revived back. Level 3 has been gained. However, level 3 for the Archmage and a level close to 2. Level 1 for the Mountain King. The panda should have got himself more levels probably at this point of the game, but he did not. Interested to see what he's going to go for, and he is still going to go for those double Griffin Aviaries. I would imagine a third is going to be placed down later on, but I mean, it's still weird to see Aviaries being placed down. I mean, now that the blacksmith is here, maybe upgrades will be coming into play, or knights will be added to the mix, who knows. But I would imagine griffins being produced just straight up. So yeah, like I said before, to make up for my mistake in game 1, griffin riders do not require blacksmith. Hard to believe, but that's completely the truth. unfortunately. Made a real fool of myself in game 1. I have no idea where the panda is. Oh, that's why, because the panda's not revived back yet. Oh, I'm really missing things. Well, nothing's really going on for FQQ. Yumiko has completed his expand. He is now going to enjoy having 2 bases. I mean, this is really a situation that you would like to be in for Yumiko. Have 2 bases, keep up in tech, maybe not so much in tech, but at least in a reasonable stage of the game, because obviously Castle Tech offers a little more than Keep Tech, but you know what I mean. Zeppelin is moving out, but without the panda, which I find a little weird, but we do have the Griffins. I believe they were spotted, so maybe Yumiko's probably fixating on trying to get some anti-air up. Yeah, a Griffin Aviary has been placed down, so Dragonhawk Riders will most likely be making their debut once again. Unfortunately, I think FQQ has kind of smelt something in the air and maybe is trying to cancel those. If not, then he is gonna be kind of screwed. Either way, Stormhammers once again is completed. And instead of harassing, he's just gone to clear creep camps, which I guess is not that bad because the panda still, what is it? Still benefits from it a lot, but you know, considering the later stages of the game, the Dragonhawk Riders could be, I guess, a problem for those Griffins, but I guess we shall see. Because instead of, I guess, denying the possibilities of Dragonhawks coming out, FQQ has just gone to creep. Either way, once again, Drunken Fire to initiate this creep camp. The Blue Drake will fall down rather quickly. It does take increased damage from magic, which is basically what those Griffins do anyway. Mana Stone has been dropped. Pretty good item for the panda, I might say, because it's half Sobi Mask and it's half Greater Mana Potion. Slipper's Agility has been dropped and will be picked up. Oh, I like this from FQQ actually. This is probably why the Blacksmith was added in, because we will start having the workshops added in as well. So, I like this adaptation from FQQ. He knows he will probably have to deal with those Dragonhawk Riders, which is why he is starting to increase the number of flying machines he has on the field. Right now we only have 3 Dragonhawk Riders for Yumiko, but he is still producing more. However, at the same time, more flying machines are being added. Yumiko has spotted this with his reveals, probably from the Arcane Towers, since they do have Magic Sentry. So he is now aware that he's going to be dealing with flying machines as well. So yeah, like I said, I do like that adaptation. Let's see how well it does. Because I'm pretty sure flying machines can make short work out of those Dragonhawk Riders anyway. This red creep camp will be cleared out very, very quickly actually as well, because oh, actually not being dealt with at all, because FQQ is thinking of doing something. Yumiko is going to find out that this place is completely cleared out. And here comes the attack. We do have those flying machines pretty much taking the brute force of the damage. The panda has now come out, and it's a very hit and run actually. That was very, very cheeky for FQQ. Just one breath of fire. As soon as you see that TP, just run the hell out. And yeah, FQQ actually has an incredible amount of lumber, which is maybe indicative of how much he spends actually controlling his units. I mean, he is just sticking to a low upkeep anyway, so it's not too, I guess, major. Flying machines are going to be the first ones to receive their +1 attack upgrades. I would imagine this blue Drake camp just cleared out, just for the sake of experience as well as the item. Never mind about the experience, Panda's only level 5. There we go with the reveal, so Yumiko knows, and FQQ knows Yumiko knows, so he needs to be careful about that. Sentry Ward, I believe that is Yumiko's Sentry Ward. No, that is FQQ's Sentry Ward. Will be able to place down and expand, and this is exactly what he needs to try and catch up a little bit. Unless the footman actually spots that out. Panda has been dropped once again, just hit and run with the Breath of Fires, but he actually, I think FQQ needs to commit right now because all of the Griffins have been caught with the aerial shackles, and yeah, Flying Machine's doing a very nice job just pushing them away. They are actually making quick work out of those Dragonhawk Riders. I didn't think that that would happen, but it definitely has. Storm, Earth, and Fire has been achieved. So the Panda will be able to split himself into 3. He will be able to provide very good abilities. However, the Storm has been taken out. Storm, I believe, just has more spells. It has Cyclone, it has Dispel, it has quite a few things. Anyway, Earth is going to make a lot of work out of that tower, although I'm pretty sure he was Siege, but I guess not. Fire. Smartly decided for FQQ will be placed at the gold line, so the immolation will be able to do just a lot of AoE damage. Either way, Panda has now regained his original form. The benefit about Storm, Earth, and Fire is that you can pretty much save your Panda by using that ability, because as long as one of those 3 elemental spirits have lived, then the Panda lives. So yeah, it's pretty good. I'm actually very, very happy that we do see Storm, Earth, and Fire for once. Every time we do see that ultimate ability, the game ends, and it's pretty sad. It's very sad. So yeah, hopefully we can see that coming into play later on in the game. I'm pretty sure this game is far from over. However, FQQ kind of left his base undefended. He will pretty much lose a lot of peasants in the gold mine, and nicely done from him actually. He is going to get himself the ground to air upgrades. However, siege tanks coming in from Yumiko. Oh dear lord, this is a very interesting turn of events, because I did mention earlier in this game that siege engines are kind of trademark Yumiko if he sees this game going on a little too long. So we will be seeing that eventually. They do also have their ground to air upgrades, so that is they will be able to deal with those flying machines and griffins at least more effectively than they originally would. But I think FQQ will have to give up on this base. He's just trying to mine as much gold as possible before it gets destroyed. And yeah, we also have these flying machines just moving around. I'm not sure if they're gonna do or accomplish much. At least they are aware that Yumiko did not rebuild. I think Yumiko is a little more concentrated on just finishing his opponent off with the siege engines, although he is kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel. He is not as flooded in money as he would like. Neither is FQQ, but oh well. Master's training from the sorceresses is underway as well, so polymorph is going to be a possibility. Unfortunately, polymorph doesn't exactly affect those flying machines. However, it will be able to affect those griffins. Flying machines not really doing that much damage. They do have the +1 attack upgrade, so at least they do some sort of damage, but it's not significant, I guess. It's not noticeable until after like 30 minutes of attacking one target. But anyway, we do have knights coming out for FQQ as well, so pretty much the full castle tech is coming out. Level 4 is being gained for Yumiko's Archmage. It did take quite a bit of time for that Archmage to actually level up, so maybe that's part of the reason why Yumiko's not doing so hot right now, but Storm, Earth, and Fire has once again been used. Cyclone from Storm has been placed on that Paladin. Maybe he wants to look for a pick-off right here, but nope, he's going to go after those stragglers right now. However, those siege engines are here, and they will be able to do just multi-target damage against those flying machines. To be fairly honest, this is probably I might have seen it before, but this is probably the first time I've seen the siege engines actually utilizing that second attack. So yeah. The Paladin has been taken down. Nice pickup made thanks to the Mountain King. Although the Mountain King, I completely lied right there. Mountain King was not even present in that fight. But the Paladin did still die. Mountain King for Yumiko is pretty low, as well as the Archmage. Very nice Breath of Fire from the Panda to do the necessary damage. So the Panda pretty much has all of his 3 essential abilities, which is both his ultimate ability, his level 3 Drunken Haste, and level 3 Breath of Fire. There we go. Boom. Archmage has been taken down. Level 4 has been gained on the Mountain King, but he is definitely going to think about just coming back into this fight, because I don't think it is wise to do that. He is going to go for a Stormbolt to completely just demolish one of those Griffins, but yeah, now he is no longer invisible. There we go with the Stormbolt to try and set things up here. Drunken Fire on the Mountain King. It is going to slow him significantly. Hopefully those Griffins will be able to just try and finish off that Mountain King. Staff of Sanctuary has been used on that low hit point Griffin. Very nicely picked up right there, because I mean FQQ needs to try and elongate his unit's life, you know, to make it more efficient, since he doesn't have it expand anymore. Priest needs to heal up that Mountain King, but the Panda and the Mountain King is, for FQQ, still chasing. They don't have mana, which I guess is maybe an indicator for FQQ. Just try and go back to base, try and refill your mana bar or mana pool, whatever, or utilize those fountains, but FQQ is still going to be on the offensive. More knights being added, a Blood Mage actually being queued up by FQQ as well, so he is going really aggressive with his 3 heroes. I mean, this Panda almost level 8, so you could even have Drunken Brawler being utilized here. But anyway, the Blood Mage is basically there to provide mana for both the Mountain King as well as the Panda, because they're both so spell dependent. We do have a Staff of Teleportation being cancelled by a Lucky Bash proc. But, ooh, the Paladin has been once again trapped, and he has been killed off. Thunderclap to provide the necessary burst, preventing that Divine Shield from coming out. So, nice pick off from FQQ. He's looking way more comfortable in this game than he did in game 1, and yeah, it's working out fairly well for him actually. Blood Mage coming out as, like I said before, he is going to use the transferring mana onto the Mountain King. He will, I mean, the Mountain King is probably enjoying his life very, very much, because he both has a Robe of Magi as well as a Blood Mage ready for service, I guess. Yumiko, although his base didn't really suffer that much damage, I'm pretty sure. Maybe he lost heroes a little too many times. Anyway, maybe this Red Creep camp will be able to put him back into the game. But you know, only time will tell. The siege engines are going to be used to try and demolish a couple of things in the main base of FQQ. Meanwhile, FQQ himself is going to be sieging Yumiko's base. He is targeting that Altar of Kings. The Panda is going to join on this fight, and this could potentially be a base race, unless Yumiko TPs back home, but he does not have a TP scroll. So the Paladin will not be able to join his duo human heroes. I have absolutely no idea where the Mountain King is. There he is. Here's the Mountain King. But he is not going to go for some defense. He does not have a TP scroll. I think Yumiko just can't afford it. That's as simple as that. So I'm like 100% sure he can't win this base race at all either, because I mean FQQ just got such a good start. Double mana potions on his panda as well. He could just spam out those Breath of Fires like freely, as well as the Blood Mage to offer just that more mana. I mean, this base race is completely on FQQ's advantage right now. But FQQ does not want to finish it. Kind of a foolish move, I think, from him. I mean, he did destroy the castle, he did destroy the Altar of Kings. Yumiko has no way of coming back from this game, I don't think, because he can't rebuild. Animal War Training is being queued up for, I think, his Dragonhawk riders. I think they get affected. Yeah, about 200 health has been added to the Dragonhawks. But is that enough? Who knows? I mean, FQQ had his Animal War Training done anyway, and he has all the 3 units that utilize that upgrade, which is the Griffins, Dragonhawks, as well as the Knights. So let's see how well this Rock Golem is going to join in on this fight. The Knights are taking quite a bit of damage, will fall about now. Storm, Earth, and Fire has been used. Earth is doing a very nice job just handling that Stone Golem. And yeah, Storm, Earth, and Fire, just very good and fun ability to watch. We have FQQ bringing over a couple of militia as well. He is really wanting to finish this game right here, right now, and does look like he is going to achieve victory in this game. He is going to go for a Cyclone on the Archmage, maybe a Surround coming in, Stormbolt possibly. There we go with the Stormbolt, and Fire will be able to assassinate the Archmage at level 5. And level 3 has been gained for the Archmage. Mana is being siphoned for the Mountain King. Long distance Stormbolt. GG from Yumiko. Very well played from FQQ. And that is going to be a very good game coming from both players. Very much enjoyed Storm, Earth, and Fire. Level 8 Panda. Pretty much like the story of the game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in game 3. Hopefully it's not as long as this one, but anyway, see you guys then.